Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Blues 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Blues 1975.
Worst loading screen ever. Yeah, seriously, that loading screen is really, really ugly and looks better on the ZX Spectrum. You're going to be hearing that quite a lot, but I am not being incredibly biased. You'll have to go with me on this one, because I have played this very, very, very briefly. Now, obviously, that loading screen is Joe Lewis from The World's Greatest Fighter, and no, I didn't nick that fact from Wikipedia. I actually have the book, and I've had it since the 90s. Anyway, Target Renegade was released by Ocean, well, Imagine, but Ocean, in 1988, and is a direct sequel to the original Renegade on the micros, because they retained the right when they licensed it from Tata, I believe, not Technos, that they were able to make their own sequels, so they did, and they made Target Renegade that surpassed the original Renegade, at least on the micros. It also came out on the NES, the Commodore 64, and obviously ZX Spectrum, this being the Amstrad CPC version. ZX Spectrum version you will be familiar with if you watch my channel, because I've played it and the recolored version, and the original version is one of my favourite games and basically the best fighter on the ZX Spectrum. So anyway, they released this and it cleaned up, because it was basically trying to capitalise on the whole, you know, Double Dragon, you know, craze, too strong a descriptive term, but there was, as you know, Melbourne House, no good port of Double Dragon. Me and my brothers used to play this simultaneously and absolutely loved it. I swapped a game for it with a kid at school. It wasn't a question of borrowing so we could allegedly tape to tape. I actually swapped a game for it. I can't remember what it was. I remember the reviews in the magazines. I remember I got this. We swapped it before, you know, in the kind of unofficial break before school begins, and then it was excruciating having to wait to the end of the day to play it. So the original Renegade on the Spectrum is absolutely fantastic, but and while I can't play it because I've got a copy of it that Novabug gave me, also gave me an Amstrad CPC for Christmas a few years ago, runs on RGB, but this monitor only has HD, and I need to buy a cheap second-hand TV so I can actually play that, because the ROM on here doesn't work, and whether or not I can load new ROMs onto it, I don't know. Anyway, I'll shut up now. But yeah, the original Renegade on the Spectrum is absolutely fantastic. Not so great on the Commodore 64, but on the Amstrad, it is insane. It's an absolute thing of beauty. So, and it's not a port of the Spectrum version. So I was expecting something pretty similar to that on here. Only player 2 can pause. I'm just banging that in because there is no 2-player 2. 2-player 2? Ready Player 1. See what I did there? So I was expecting something pretty similar. It plays tight. It plays really rather quite tight, and it's infinitely better than games like Double Dragon and Double Dragon 2, although you could argue that Double Dragon 2 looks better than it on the Amstrad. But it just visually, meh, and visually it's pants compared to the Spectrum. If anything, I think they should have just done a port, but that's just me. Amstrad kids, let me know what you know. Let me know what you think. Sorry, you probably just think I'm being a biased twat, but anyway. There's an NES version. Did I mention that? That's by Tato, I think. Right. Right, is there another bike? Right, so it's nice and colourful. The graphics are pretty good. They're just not as sharp as the Spectrum. And all your characters, they look like they should be in the Midwest somewhere, drinking moonshine and having a hoedown. Because, look, see, we are having a hoedown. It just doesn't look like Renegade. It certainly doesn't look as good as the Spectrum version. Plays exactly the same. It doesn't matter what weapon you've got. I always find that a bit weird, really. Doesn't matter what weapon. Look, I'm Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, what weapon you've got, it takes the exact same number of hits to knock people down. Anyway, beneath me in the middle of the screen is my energy. Beneath that is my time. It's pretty tight, the time as well. There are 5 levels in this game. It's more the same. Get your girlfriend back from the boss, and there's 2 of you. One of you's Bimmy and one of you's Jimmy. Obviously not. You can line them up. By the way, the flying kick, you can do it forward or you can just do it on the spot, which is a nice touch. And you got your back kick. getting a proper hammer in here. You got punch, which is ultimately useless. But if I thin them out, let's have a go. Right, die. See what I mean? How many times? That was a bit... That, on every version, that's a kind of a bit... Like, seriously? That many times? Right, my lives. My lives are represented by the picture of the Fonz. See, like, when they're like that, then it means one's going to immediately, for want of a better descriptive term, do me from behind. Awkward. Now I look like Ralph from The Simpsons. Ralph Barney from The Simpsons. Right, one's dead. I heard the little do. So it's not terrible, and it plays really rather quite nicely. The problem is, it doesn't look that nice. Especially when you consider the pedigree that was the original Renegade. That means I got one in, doesn't it? Right, screw it. Oh yeah, and you can knee them. I don't know how you go down and punch the shit out of them when they're on the floor. Anyway, yeah, you didn't get that in the original game, did you? Elevators or lifts, because I'm English. See, now the thing is, you don't notice these things till you're an adult, but it does lack the sort of finesse of fighting games in the arcades in the sense of the way it's designed, because it is, you don't know, like I say, you don't notice it when you're a kid. Certainly wanting to play games like Double Dragon, because we actually took our Spectrum on holiday that year and played this when it rained in our chalet. But because everyone takes the exact same amount of hits to knock down, and even though there's variation with, you know, the bikes and stuff like that and other characters, but the sheer number of knocks per person means it rapidly becomes a chore, especially when they all gang up on you like this, unless you can line them up. Bollocks. See if I can get the sled. Is it a sledgehammer or is it a shovel? I would assume it's a shovel, unless they like, you know, gardening and shit downtown to bring a little bit of colour to places. Right, at least you can pick it up unlike Double Dragon 2. That's nice though. See? Right, so yeah, it does it's no more powerful than any of your other moves. Basically, your flying kick is the one move for all option that you need. That was weird. I'm going backwards, that's what. No, I'm not. I don't know. It all looks the same. I didn't even try and do that, but I did that. So there, music's the same as the ZX Spectrum. The music's great. It's really haunting. It's just I do not like these graphics. Could they not have just done the Spectrum, ported it, and then coloured it to some degree? Well, having said that, whenever they tried to colour those graphics, Spectrum graphics to some degree, you get some horrible looking things, don't you? I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head and I can't. Oh, Double Dragon 3, which possibly I won't be playing. Is there another bike? Because of course there is. The bikes are cool graphics. Like I said, it's not bad graphics. It's no Renegade 1 on the Amstrad CPC. No. That is nice though, the 2 for 1. Coupon day. Has he got a knife? See? I'm Barney. It didn't die. Don't cry for me, I'm already dead. That's not a Barney voice, I am aware of that. Is it Mr. Big again? I can't remember. I might be confusing it with the band. I'm moonwalking. It looks more, the graphics, excuse me, the sprite style looks more akin to a platformer. Look at that. I see, son, I'm going off to Hollywood, best foot forward. See? I just want to dance. Yeah, there's no denying it plays tight. I mean, like I said, it does get a bit chorish, but that's all versions. To be fair, I've never played the NES version. It is by Ocean. It's just released by Taito. Taito distributed Renegade in certain markets, even though it was made by Technos. Are we learning? Excuse me. Side-scrolling beaters give me a gacky throat. I keep forgetting that you can do that, and that's a good get out of jail free card if you're backed up. But if one's down and another one's coming, you want to immediately use it use your window so they don't pair up on you, which is totally what I didn't do there. Because they do pair up on you. They pair up you on everything. Every version. There were no 16 bits. Isn't there like an unfinished 16-bit one floating around Migo or something? Time up, Shizenballs. This is because I'm... Oh, shake harder, boy. You're not going to see much. This is because I'm cocking about. Lolly Loot Dodge Cash. Every version. One player. Right. Do I just do an up flying kick then? Like the original game? Apparently. That's because I fucked up. I've never played this game on joystick on any version. To be fair, this is only the second time I'm playing this version. Oh, look at this. Do I save time by constantly moving forward as I'm pummeling said people? Or would it make little difference? I don't know. What is it, 5 times? I'm not counting. 1. 2. Joke's told already. 3. Like I said, punching. 4 makes no difference. 4 times. Like, whatever. I can't turn around unless there's other blokes on the screen, which you can in original Renegade. In fact, doesn't the Amstrad version? It's been ages since I played it. Cause like I said, I loaded it on an actual CPC. Have controls that are closer to the arcade. That weird directional thing that no one liked, so they took it out of every other version. I don't think they keep coming. Other than that, I should be moving. Oof. Recoloured version. I have a gameplay of the Spectrum version versus the recoloured version. Obviously, that's homebrew. That's fantastic. Get up. I keep doing that accidentally. Yeah, the music's great. Oh, it's Bluto. So basically the only kick in this that's any good is the flying kick. I'm fucked now. See? Because I'm in between them all. They've all got that leg thing going on. Oh, that worked. Come on. I should be I'm legging it. Fuck it. Oh, there's a lift. We're good. I wish it'd let you get in and you could do the cheap run away. Come on. So anyway, I don't know what reviews it's got on the Amstrad, but I'm assuming it got cracking reviews, because let's be honest, what was it up against? Renegade? No, Renegade, sorry, Double Dragon. Double Dragon 2. Well, Double Dragon 2 is 1990, maybe 1989, so Double Dragon. Trying to think of any other side-scrolling brawlers. One was Final Fight, which I don't know what it was like on the Amstrad, but based on every other 8-bit version, I'm imagining shite. See, that's not fair, he's dead. I gotta wait for his corpse to disappear, and it keeps running the clock down. As does the world's slowest lift. I just lean over the side rail and jump down. Did it stop? I think... Turn around, you fucktard! I think it stopped the clock. That worked that time. Oh, look at that. They're on the floor. Fuck up. They still count. Do you know what I mean about your punch being fucking useless? Boop, boop, boop. This time limit, I'm legging it. This time limit's brutal. I would have liked the music to be in possibly a slightly bigger loop. Oh. Fucktard. Oh, I turned around in mid-air. I'm Barney again. Come on, get up. You done? There we go. Right, does it stop the clock? Fucking well, I hope so. Yes, it's not that cheap. Good. So I'd love to know what you think. Well, I mean, generally I do love to know what you think, but I'm going to say I think the Spectrum version rocks all over this. Bollocks. You see, that should count at least 2 hits. You'd have a massive concussion now. Ooh, mistimed. Shake harder, boy. Got a minute. I forgot all about that. Oof, made no difference. It's like this on every version. The penning in is, yeah. You dead? You dead? Everybody's dead? No. 48 seconds? That takes a life, doesn't it? Or does it oh, he's gone. Reset it entirely. I don't know. And where's the bird this feather came from? No! They are really tight controls. Even when it gets cheap and pens you in. See? Oh, look at him breaking out the flying kick even though he's got a hammer. Oh, I thought I could do a back kick, but obviously because the person on the other side disappeared, I could not. Denied. 6, come on. I can't throw him. Scheisenballs. This time limit is brutal. I mean, it's pretty brutal on the Spectrum, but I don't remember it being that brutal. Oh no, don't say it. There you go. Well, I can't be bothered to play anymore because it's kicking my ass, but Target Renegade on the Amstrad CPC. It's still good. Don't get me wrong, it's still very good. But the Spectrum version's better. It just looks a lot better. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you're an Amstrad kid and you're thinking, shut up, you're lying. Well, that's just because you're wrong, sorry. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.